Hello everyone, this is Dr. Ilyas from the Department of Education, Hazara University, Mansehra. Selecting a research topic is quite a difficult undertaking for many junior researchers, and especially student researchers. And so, at the beginning of the research project, there is this question on the minds of research students as to what are some of the important topics that they would like to explore for their research studies. Hello everyone, this is Dr. Ilyas from the Department of Education, Hazara University, Mansehra. Selecting a research topic is often a difficult undertaking for research students, especially students in social sciences or generally in many other sciences. And often a research project is a compulsory part of their degree programs. The question on their mind in the very beginning of their research project is, what topic should I explore? And this is the fundamental question and often difficult to respond to as junior researchers who do not have adequate experience in their fields or adequate knowledge in their fields. And so in this particular presentation, I would like to respond to briefly to the students who have this question on their minds. And often I see on that junior researchers or student researchers actually gave this question on the social media, and they are asking for help in selecting a research topic. And I find it quite interesting that such questions appear on the social media websites. So let us go into some detail of how to deal with this particular question. Well, there are certain questions that can actually give direction to the and response to the basic question of how to actually select your research topic. So the first one is, what topic should I explore? This is the question that comes that is on the minds of the research students at the end of their research of their general courses, when they have completed their coursework and they are beginning their research project. So the first question that comes on their mind is, what topic should I explore? There are a number of ways in which you can have a beginning on and actually shaping your research project. The first one is, it's a good thing to start with your personal experiences and most importantly your personal interests in the areas in which you are undertaking your studies. So let's say you are undertaking your studies in the field of education. Think about what were some of the interesting experiences that you had in your schools and in your college years and at the university level as well. Like student-teacher relationship, how actually that impacted you in a personal capacity. Your interests or lack of interest in different subjects could again be some of the things that you can think about in terms of your topic of choice. Then your personal interests. In your own field, there are certain particular topics and areas where you are more interested than others. So that could also be a beginning point related to the topic that you want to explore further. Once you have reflected upon your experiences and your personal interests, you can discuss this with your research supervisor or with your teachers or with other seniors. This should then lead to, this will be like the beginning of a broader area where you would like to focus your study. This will then should naturally lead to readings and initial literature review around the area that you have selected. That will further focus the study or the topic that you want to explore. Again, after the initial reading and literature review, you might need again to have discussions with your seniors or with your supervisors and teachers, and you might engage in questioning related to this particular topic and the feasibility and the significance of the topic. The next question that can help in again focusing the topic and making the topic more bringing it on a more rational level is the why question. So you should ask yourself, why should I explore this particular topic? Again, there are elements of the personal elements, which actually means that there will be your personal interests and personal choices and personal experiences because of which you want to explore this particular topic. And you should also think about the practicalities of the particular topic or the exploration of that particular topic. The next why should be like in academic terms or in theoretical terms. Why is it important in academic terms or in theoretical terms? Or in other words, how will this particular topic aid to the academic field in which you want to explore this particular topic? How will it enhance or aid to the theories of this particular area in which you are beginning to undertake this research? Then why is it important for you in terms of the professional significance of the particular topic? In other words, you need to think about what is the professional significance of the topic that you are undertaking or that you are beginning to explore. So again, let's say you want to become an academic or a teacher, or you want to be a psychologist. You need to actually think about the professional significance of the particular topic that you are exploring in the particular field in which you are working and where you have plans to become a professional. And the next one is that there should be a rationale and justification for your research or for your topic. So this is also something that you need to think about before or during the selection process of the topic, that there should be justification for it, there should be rationale for the topic that you are exploring. The next question is the how question. This is also something that will help you in selecting or actually modifying or improving the topic that you want to explore, and that is the how question. So how am I going to explore the topic is also an important question. There will be certain topics that will be open to exploration through particular methodological considerations, and there will be other topics that might not be that open to those particular methodological considerations that you are thinking about. So, like in terms of social sciences, let's say there are three main methodological considerations in practical sense. So there are studies that are open to more quantitative research designs, and then there are studies that are more open to more feasible through qualitative research designs, and there are studies that are more feasible in terms of doing through a mix mixed method research designs. So while you are selecting your topic, you also need to think about what are your strength areas. Let's say you are very good at doing quantifications of social phenomena. In that case, it will be more suitable for you to actually select topics that are suitable through exploration through quantitative research methods. Let's say you select topics that are more feasible doing through or exploring through qualitative research designs, but your personal expertise are more in the quantitative researches. That is something that will make it a bit difficult for you. And so this is something that as a researcher you need to know during the selection of your research topic, that you need to think about the how of the research topic, or in other words, the methodological considerations and the practicability of the execution or the feasibility of the research study that you want to conduct. In many cases, junior researchers, especially student researchers, find it difficult after the selection of the topic to actually conduct it in the way in which they have actually planned it, and especially following certain methodological considerations and methodological procedures. So this is also something, your methodological choices, your methodological strengths, and your expertise in either qualitative or quantitative or mixed method research will also have a role to play in the selection of your research topic. And the last one is the ultimate aim of your research, which is so what? So what am I going to get at the end of the study? This is something that is also very important. So as student researcher, you need to think about this as well. In other words, what will be the possible outcomes of my research? How will my research be useful for me in my personal capacity, in terms of my academic improvement and in terms of addition to the existing theories? And how will it, if at all, be useful for me in professional terms or developing myself as a professional? Every research basically has an ultimate end, and so while selecting a topic, this is the question that is perhaps the most important one, or rather one of the most important questions is that why are you doing this particular research? What is it that you will get at the end of this particular research? How will it improve you in your personal capacity? How will it improve you or add to your academic knowledge and to your professional knowledge or professional capacities? So what I'm going to get at the end of the study is something, is a question that will also help you in shaping and in developing and in making your research topic more precise and more meaningful. This is also a fundamental question because it makes the whole research process goal-oriented and meaningful for you. So, once again, as is the general practice that I do in my presentation, is that there are always more questions at the end of my presentations, and I ask students and viewers in general to actually come up with questions and come up with their comments. So to summarize this whole topic, I would say that selecting a research topic is often a difficult thing, for junior researchers, especially student researchers, because they do not have enough exposure to the field. And at this level, they need the help of their seniors and supervisors as well. But also, they need to think critically, the student researchers or beginning researchers, they need to think critically. They need to read a lot in the areas in which they are working, and they need to focus on these particular questions, which is the what of the topic, and the why of the topic, and the how of the topic, and the so what or the ultimate aims of the topic. I must reiterate once again that in some research programs, and especially degree programs, there are courseworks that students need to complete, and after the completion of the coursework, they begin reading around an area in order to select particular topics for their research project. My suggestion is that in such courses, it is advisable for students to, right from the beginning of the coursework, they should start thinking about particular general areas and study throughout the semester, or if there are 2 semesters, more than 1 semesters, they should keep on reading and reflecting, and they should keep a journal of their readings and reflections related to a particular topic. And if they have a supervisor allotted to them in the very beginning of the semester, it is generally a good practice to keep on discussing with the supervisor or seniors, and keep on reflecting and writing. And towards the end of the coursework, when they are beginning the proposal stage of the research project, they will be in a much better position to actually begin the practical project in shorter period of time. Then there are other degree programs where one has to begin with a kind of research proposal. And so the first year, especially in PhD studies, is in some universities, or rather in many universities, the first year is for reading and reflection and development of the research topic. And I think that's a good system where students get enough time to read on their own, to reflect on that reading, and to then discuss that with their supervisors, and to begin with a broader topic and to narrow it down. Generally speaking, this is a long process, and this is a persistent process, and this is a critical process. And this is the real process. A research topic should not come from someone else. It should ideally not come from your supervisor or from some other senior. It should come from your own reading, your own scholarship, your own reflection, and your own critical thinking. And that will give you the ownership, and that will make you the research process more interesting and more personal and more critical. Thank you very much for your attention.